So Ben Affleck has finally opened up about his Batman project with Joe and Deathstroke, and here's what he had to say. There were a number of them that I was kind of exploring, and the plans were to make them interesting, nuanced, complex characters in particular to the character you mentioned. I kind of feel like either you do, I'm just going to get into my own preference here, but either you do kind of a massive one villain that is so formidable you can't just imagine how your protagonist is going to be able to overcome it, or you have to really sort of populate kind of, injustice, these big group villains where you have to get all these different characters. Man, that sounds a lot like Batman Arkham Origins, where there was a bounty on Batman and you had all the Batman villains going after Bruce Wayne and Batman to, basically just destroy his life. And that's what Joe as Deathstroke was going to do, because I believe, if I'm mistaken, that he was going to kill Alfred, and that was going to enrage Bruce even further and let Bruce go down this rabbit hole of just vengeance and justice against Deathstroke, which would have been ballsy, but it would have been epic. And it really is a shame, because Ben Affleck, you can tell how passionate he was about playing the character Batman. He loves the character of Batman, and the fact that we will never get to see this version of Ben Affleck's Batman, it's sad, it's disheartening, but at the same time, listen, we all know Ben Affleck was an incredible Batman. His performance in Batman v Superman was awesome. Zack Snyder's Justice League, he was awesome. And I'm sure that, given how he said that, his 5-minute performance as Batman is the best portrayal that he's ever played. So in the Flash movie coming up. So I'm glad that Ben Affleck is going out with a bang. But, it'll always be stuck in the back of my mind. It's like, damn, we had a golden opportunity for Ben Affleck to make one badass Batfleck solo film, and it never came to pass. But at the same time, Ben Affleck will always be remembered as my favorite Batman. But it sucks, man. It really does fucking suck.
You're breaking my heart tonight. You're breaking my heart. It broke my heart.
And listen, there are plenty of people to blame with this, with Jeff Johns, with the studio handling, with the creative choices of Man of Steel, BVS. The fact that BVS did not make $1 billion, that will always be the main factor on why Warner Brothers got nervous and pulled the plug on Zack Snyder. And that's why we're in the mess that we're in now. And that's why the upcoming Flash movie will reset everything, and James Gunn will go forward from there. And that's why the Snyderverse will not continue, because as much as the hardcore fan base loves it, the main general audience did not love it. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to money. Did Man of Steel make $1 billion? No, it did not. Did Batman v Superman, two of the most iconic characters of all time, and Wonder Woman? You had Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman in one movie, and it did not break $1 billion. It didn't even break $900 million. Put this in perspective. You have 3 of the most iconic superhero characters of all time in one gigantic, iconic superhero movie, and yet Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness made more than Batman v Superman. A Doctor Strange sequel made more money than Batman v Superman. Put that into perspective. There's your answer on why we will never get the Snyderverse, and it's done. And that's why Zack Snyder is tied up with Netflix, with Rebel Moon, with the Army of the Dead universe, and the Twilight of the Gods. And Zack Snyder is very happy at Netflix, and that's why Zack Snyder and Warner Brothers won't work for each other for at least probably another decade or maybe even more. So, and as long as the James Gunn universe is successful, there's no reason to go back to implementing a $200 million budget into Justice League Part 2 and Part 3 where you don't know, scratch that, where you won't get that money back. You won't get that money back. And that's just fact. It's fact. And you know what? I'm happy that Ben Affleck was at the Snyder Con thing, and he said hello to the fan base, and he said hello to Zack Snyder. But hey, it's over. But you know what? I'm glad that Ben Affleck opened up about his Batman project, because it sounds awesome. It sounds awesome, and I hope James Gunn manages to take what Ben Affleck, his ideas, and implement them for Batman Brave and the Bold and beyond, because, it sounds too good. But that's going to be it. Hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all that good shit, and let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Ben Affleck's Batman movie, what a missed opportunity, man. God damn it. But, hey, Batfleck's the GOAT. Love you all. Big kiss.
These young niggas got my dick hard. What the fuck?